Hi, welcome to the Dice Cup. I'm Steve and today I'm going to show you how to play a little game called No Thanks. It takes between 3 to 5 players and takes about 15 minutes. In No Thanks, what you're going to do to set up, I've set it up for a 3-player game. Each player is going to get 11 chips. Okay, it plays up to 5 players, there's 55 chips in total. And what you're going to do, you're going to get a deck of cards that is numbered from 3 to 35. Okay, and they're different colours. The light blue ones are the cheapest ones and the dark purple ones are the most expensive ones, and they range. But what you're going to do from this deck of cards is, first of all, you're going to remove 9 without looking at them. So I've taken 9 out, I don't quite know what they are, I haven't looked at them, and you're not allowed to look at them. So they go out of the way. What's going to happen is, you're going to keep your counters, and you're going to keep your counters secret. So these 11 counters, if this was my hand, generally you just hold them in one hand, so you've got 11 counters here. The main aim is no one needs to know how many you've got at any point. And what's going to happen in a game of No Thanks is you're going to turn over a card in the middle. So let's say we turn over this card here, it's a 21. In player order, decide who's going first, and the first person can either take the 21 or put a chip on it. The aim of the game is to have as fewer points as possible in front of you at the end of the game. So 21 points, I don't really want that, so I put a chip on it. The next person might put a chip on it, again it's in secret so you wouldn't know how many they've got. The next person might put a chip on it, I might put another chip on it, this person might put a chip on it, this person might put a chip on it, and it gets back round to me. I can continue to put chips on it, or I can take the card, and if I take the card, I get 6 chips back. Okay, so it's going to get to the point where someone is going to want to take it. You lose 21 points, but the more chips you have, the more flexible you can be in taking and refusing other cards in the game. So let's say I decide to take 21, whether that's a good idea or not, we don't know. I would add those 6 chips to my hand, and I now have 15 instead of 11, and they have 9 each. After the first turn you can probably work out how many they've got, but sooner or later you're going to start forgetting how many people have got. Once this card's been taken, you would deal the next card of the pack over. It's a 31. Well, I'm glad I've taken the 21 because I've got more chips, and I can guarantee not taking this 31 because I have enough chips, I have more than them, I can keep refusing to take it. So I might refuse, they might refuse, and so on, and it keeps going round until there's enough chips on it that someone's going to get worried and not take it. I might still refuse it there. This person might decide, well, there's more chips on there than he has in his hand. He might take that at a loss, and he would take that, take those chips, and 31 goes into him. You're going to do that to the bottom of the pack, but there is a slight scoring difference. The next card happens to be a 22. Well, that's bad news for these two, but good news for me. The advantage is, if I manage to take this 22, that my score in a row is going to score me the value of the lowest card in that row. So because these two are touching, effectively the 21 negates the 22, and this still only scores me 21 points. So I don't mind taking the 22 because it's actually not going to reduce my score. However, I might want to take that before these guys have an opportunity to take it. So say this guy puts one on, this guy puts one on. I have the opportunity now to either put one on and gamble that by the time it gets back round to me there's more on there, or just take it, get at least 2 chips. Because you can see if I put one on and he put ones on, this guy's running out of chips. He knows I'm going to take it, but at what point does he stop putting chips on and take it himself? So he's going to put one more on, and I'm going to say, okay, that's enough, I'm not going to gamble anymore, I'm going to take these 5 and put that 22 there. I now have a score of 21, but I have more chips in my hand. You're going to play like that to the end of the game. You're going to add up your score, so I'll show you what a finished board might look like, and I'll show you how it scores up. So at the end of the game, this might be my final board. I've got a 25 and a 26, which is good, a 21 and a 22, which is good, I've got an 8, 9, 10, which is good. But I was hoping for the 11, and the 11 was one of the cards taken out at the start most likely, so I didn't get it, so this 12 is also going to score me 12. I would score 25, 46, 58, 64 points. I would also take 1 point off for every token I have left at the end. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So I'd take 15 off 64 and finish with a score of 49. The person with the lowest score wins the game of No Thanks, and it can be quite frustrating. You know you can take a card and it won't cost you anything in terms of your score, but you gamble one too many times and someone else takes it, mainly because you haven't realised how low their counters are getting in your hand. So sometimes if you know they're getting low, you can force them to take it. Sometimes if you know they're getting low, you better take it before them if it's a card you want. That is the game No Thanks, 3 to 5 players, about 15 minutes. I've been Steve from the Dice Cup. Thank you very much.